This is a story about life, about struggle, about success. Not just mine, but yours too. Because whether you see it now or not, we're all trading something every single day. Time, energy, choices. That's life. That's trading. I wasn't always here. I wasn't always the guy you see on your screen. I started out just like most people, uncertain, broke, doubting the system, doubting myself. But one thing kept me going, the belief that life's biggest opportunities aren't given, they're taken, and I took mine. See, trading isn't just about charts, candles, or currencies. It's about discipline, patience, and the courage to bet on yourself. It's about understanding that every loss is a lesson and every win is a stepping stone. It's about the grind, the sleepless nights, the early mornings, and that voice in your head telling you to keep going when the rest of the world says stop. But let me tell you something. This journey didn't start with success. It started with failure. More failures than I can count. I remember sitting in front of my screen, watching the markets eat me alive, thinking maybe this isn't for me. But deep down, I knew it wasn't about the markets. It was about me, my mindset, my choices, my willingness to adapt, to learn, and to grow. The truth is, trading is a mirror. It shows you who you really are. It forces you to face your fears, your doubts, and your limits. But it also shows you your potential if you're brave enough to see it. I'm here now because I refuse to quit, because I learned to see every loss as a stepping stone, every setback as a setup for a comeback, and if there's one thing I want you to take away from this, it's this. You don't have to be perfect. You just have to be persistent. Success isn't about getting it right all the time. It's about staying in the game long enough to win. This isn't just a stream. This is a movement. A space where we don't just talk about markets, we talk about life, about growth, about becoming the best version of yourself, not just as a trader, but as a person. Because the truth is, the charts don't care about you, but this community does. I do. And together, we're gonna rise. So, take a deep breath, clear your mind, and get ready. This is where traders are made. This is where dreams are built. This is where your story begins. Let's go.
What's the deal, gang? What's up, what's up, what's up? What's everybody doing? See, everybody made it. No, very long day. Very long evening. Last night.
Everything good?
Too soon to tell. Let's see. Here today. So remember we spoke about this yesterday, in terms of the daily. We weren't looking like the fill was coming yesterday. In terms of the daily, we were looking for this to come up bullish. Second chat, give me 1 sec. Hold on a second, chat. Do we have anything forming here? Let's see if we have a resistance forming. a support of sorts here. The 1 hour. Yeah, not really. We're gonna need a bearish closure on the higher time frame. So yeah, yesterday we were talking about how we're probably not gonna see that flip because the daily needs a resistance. And this is the resistance we spoke about, right? Remember, across the board to the left here, you had a level and it matched up with this level. So we said, probably going to get there. Then you're going to need a daily to either close bearish or steep top wick and reject back down. So today might be the daily that brings you down, or we might range here. I just don't, if we do come down here, I just don't think it's this session because of daily top wick that needs to be made. But we'll see. We'll see. So I'm a little more bullish in terms of daily because I do want the daily top wick to be made here. And so I'm looking at 4350 areas at the very least. We understand that. We might be looking to come up here. The 4 hour is also bullish at the moment, but it's open, right? It's the first 4 hour of the daily and we're at a 4 hour support. We get the 4 hour bullish closure. It might be the next 4 hour bottom wick position. We get something in session on a small time frame. I would not mind that either. I'm looking at this here. We have a range here. A lot of chop on the break at a 15. This is a lot of wicks to sell into. I don't think I want to do that. If this was cleaner range, probably look for this sell here. I like that the fact that 15 gave us this resistance. But because we are bullish, I think the better play would be to close up above this resistance and then look for look to target these highs up here. That'll give us a nice daily wick. Let's see. We'll see. For now, we got this bearish closure. I don't think this 15 is enough for me. I honestly don't want to sell into chop here. I mean, it could drive, but some room, but it's a lot of chop. And the higher time frames are all bullish. So 30 to 1 hour. 4 hours bearish here. The previous one closed bearish. So we are bearish on this 4 hour, but we already got a bottom wick here. People at the Zoom door, come in. Hey, the games have been really good today, right? The World Cup games. I'm watching right now. Saudi Arabia, Uruguay.
Yeah, that Spain game in the morning was good too.
Very
and
good
that
game.
Belgium too.
Very good game. I hate the fact that Belgium scored.
I know.
hate Lukaku.
Oh, I know he scored. It was an own goal, but still.
I despise Lukaku because he was in the middle of that scramble or whatever. Like whenever you're coming down like that, so close to the goal, and with speed, you just send the ball in the box because with momentum, all the players are going to carry that ball into the goal.
Exactly. Yeah. And I think he was subbed in like probably 10 seconds before he went into that.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Good game right now. Uruguay just scored. Uruguay. Yeah, 98th minute. They only gave 7. Oh, all right. There you go. Final whistle. They done whistled it. Look at this. 15 coming down. And it gave a bottom wick first. Look at that. Did it re-break the lows here just now? Yes, it did. Look at that. Re-break of the lows. Somebody just became liquidity. That probably is down. Personally, I wish it comes up. I don't wish it, but I prefer it. It's 30, man. Doji, little star. shoot up a little bit. We get a bullish 15 close. I don't want to respect this as a support. I want to respect 43.40 as a support. I'd want a closure above 43.40. Perfect. We broke the lows, but we understand we're kind of bullish here. Going back up. See, we might get it. Closures above this. We're gonna look for some buys up to 47 areas. Now, did you guys get that signal today? Man, we were one candle off. What did I give?
They didn't even make a top wick. It just came all the way down.
Wait, no. Wherever I sent the signal, it was
43.60, I believe. Around that area.
Was it 43.60?
Like around that area. I think it was 43 between 43.55, 43.60. I was into and took me out. I left it in still, like I
Bro, literally the next candle after mine, it came down. I gave the top wick,
mm-hmm.
and then the following candle it just dropped.
Yeah.
It took us out, and then just fucking dropped, and I was like, man, because I wasn't a candle too early. Just it tapped my level on that previous candle. I was like, all right, this gotta go, and then it came back, it rebroke it, and then just never looked back. I was like, damn, what? Fucking, like 600 pips, 700, 500 pips.
I'm telling you, I was still on the trade, and it took me out like 100 and something pips. I'm like, damn.
$57, yeah, somewhere here.
Yeah.
What was I looking at? Oh, what time frame was it? Gotta be honest, I think I dropped down to the 1 minute here. Just to get the perfect action. Don't fucking do that, gang. Do not drop down to the 1 minute. This is interesting. We're printing this range. U4C. Earmuffs, baby. By the way, Michelle Mouse, man. I don't know, bro. I got a goldfish. I got a goldfish. We're breaking the lows here. 3 minutes to go in this first 15. Oof. Oof. Did that just re-break the lows and re-break some hearts? Oof. No, it did not. Looking for sells or buys? It really depends what we do at this area. Really depend what we do, my friend. 50 had the onion, broke that lower. I came back up. 30's holding bearish. But I'm bullish here for the session. Yeah, the 4-hour closed bear, but daily's got this bottom wick, and I think the daily should come up here for a top wick at the very least. So I'd really, based on a daily, I'd want to come up. And I also think the smaller time frame is setting up in such a way where the range up is cleaner. And if we are able to avoid selling into this chop, I'm down to sell below 43.30, and I want to buy above 43.40 here. Looks bit hide before you. All is well. I'm not unwell. Do I know you in real life? I don't know you in real life. You probably would have been like, yo. Yeah, for those of you that don't know me in real life, I'm also honestly a heart surgeon. For those of you that do know me in real life, keep your mouth shut. Oh man, there we go. Bottom wick opening. Flippity pippity pop. Come on, let's go back up. I couldn't figure out if you wanted to say Cadillac or Cagdilla. No, sir, just through YouTube. Keith Fernandez. The Mets used to have a player, Keith Hernandez. Yeah, why did you think I was asking you, Keith Fernandez? I was asking Mr. Hyde. Gotta be talking to me. I despise Keith Hernandez. I think everyone does. You ever seen that Seinfeld episode? Took that 15, look close for 20. No, dude. Ranges are tiny here. Don't even want to play it on the 15. I think the cleaner cells are below there. There's absolutely no way we're in anywhere here. Could have looked for this top wick. The problem is this gave a bottom wick first, I believe. Wait one more hour, no rush. I mean, we're gonna be here at the very least till 10. Maybe till 11. Hope not. Hope we get a trade in before that. Hey, Jay in the building. As you're coming in here, please drop a like, sub to the channel. Least we can ask for. You guys see the deals with top 1 futures? Looking insane in the membrane. Yep. Insane in the brain. Let's fill that gap. You're probably not seeing that tonight. Maybe tomorrow. Tomorrow that happened. I think tonight you gotta, or today you gotta print a resistance on a daily. Door, come in, come in. Minutes on the 30. Not too promising because it just kind of filled a range here. Range is tiny, really, if you think about it. A lot of chop in here. What's up, Kenny? Yeah. What's up, bro? That's crazy with the white hood. You look like Ku Klux Kenny.
Nah. What's going on?
I'm sorry, YouTube.
It's all good.
Damn.
Got me some new strands. Oreo runts, rainbow runts.
Mix them up.
Oh yeah, that's coming. Do one, and then the mix up.
I buy a pound, break it down, and put it in the stove. All right, what we gonna do here? What we gonna do? 4 minutes. Well, actually, think I get 14. I was looking at that, I think, earlier in the day. Yes. Good catch. 43.14, exact 43.14. It was going to be .1. I think I'm going to make it .5. Yes. Wow, good. I was looking at this level way before. Right? You get the 4-hour level across. I think we're going to fill a lot of it. I think we're going to get almost that whole wick fill down here to 4,300 flat. But at 43.14 is a level that just runs across the board. Multiple time frames, multiple instances in the market. You wick into there, blows there. I think if we come down, we're going to need to see some kind of bounce back up for a top wick, right? So you might, oh, whoops, wrong color. Right, we might see this looking like this. You get that. Right, wick into here. Probably looking for that top wick. Continue down, so the trade would be from here to here. About 100 pips there. Let me see what the risk is. Not bad. 80 pips. I'm gonna set it up right now. I think as the next candle opens, we might see, excuse me, a straight drop. 4314.5 limit. Thank you for reminding me. Even though we never discussed it. Yeah, it's a good level. A really good level. Very good read. I'm not the only one that got that read. At 14, I'm like, man, I had 14.1, but I'm going to move it to 14.5 here. Candle body closure. We might literally see a quick pop off this candle down. If not, it might range here for 30 minutes and the next hourly quick bottom wick. That would be partials across. So then buy here, no, buy limit right there. A pancake is a wick entry as the market is riding against you. But there's many different versions of the pancake. Right now I have 6 different versions. You might just tap this area, right? With this bottom wick here initially. But because we're breaking these lows, I suspect this drop is going to be heavier than just these few pips to 25. Right? So I suspect it will come down. This is not a sell. This is only a sell limit once we activate on this buy. Once we activate on this buy, the sell limit here is a partial PP. But we can, like, there can be a lot of things that play out here. Like, we can still have sells to that area, right? The thing is, the reason I'm setting it up right now is because it's the opening of the candle. And where we're closing, sometimes in these cases, you get that quick, heavy drop. Like an instantaneous wick, boom. And then pumps back up. So in order not to miss that spike, we set it up right now. And I don't have sells here because it just has not set up. It closed a little bit below most recent area, but any kind of sell would be right into this, right into this support. I don't want to mess with that. We still have not had a closure on the hourly. We shall see. I would say this though, if it gets close to it and doesn't activate us, I'll delete. Like if it gets close and pumps back up, I will delete. Oh, wait. You guys don't have to sit on the edge of your seat. It like might not happen here for a while. It might not happen at all. Might take a long time to develop. Right. Like I said, we might delete this and take sales down. It just really depends how we print. I just don't want to miss that spike down. People at the door. Hey, again, give me a sec. I think we come down here, but give me a sec. No sells, no positions here. Just saying. Checking that top wick. Never really came down here. So it holds. Maybe it doesn't. Gotta wait here. What else? What else? What else? I like the fact that we get more viewers when I have this on screen. Make it fucking 200 lot. You guys are so quiet, really? Is the energy gone after New York? What happened? You guys blew your accounts? Back from a weekend bender in Montreal. Oh, bro, the Knicks won the chip. I'm gonna bender. I'm gonna ultimate bender. I'm on a natural high. There's so many things that I learned from their championship run. It's crazy. Like, everything is a teachable moment. Everything can be a teachable moment. Those weirdest times. But, like, their win taught me some lessons. New York mob destroy. Yeah. Select few fuck it up. But what do you expect? It's the largest city in the world, the most heavily populated city in the world. Brunson got to get a statue. You know what? Did you guys see that moment when they won? And Brunson walked over and hugged his dad? And I think Mike Breen, right? That's his name, Mike Breen, the announcer, the commentator. Fuck the UFC. Like, I didn't really care for the card. I watched, but the Knicks. But, like, Mike Breen, you know what he said during that moment? If you watch the telecast, like if you watch the broadcast, right? When he hugged his father, Mike Breen said, "Life is not perfect, but there are perfect moments." And I was like, man, because my friend the other day, he's like, you know, I was like, practice makes perfect. Yeah, he's like, yeah, but nobody's perfect, so why practice? And I'm like, well, that's why. For those perfect moments, you're never going to achieve perfection. You're never going to be the best. I mean, like, or like ideal, or, you know, like perfect. We're human beings. We got faults, but man, this is why we do this. We don't do this to become perfect. We do this. We try to get better, and we try to, you know, better ourselves and achieve greatness, just to be able to experience those rare, perfect moments. And you put in enough hard work, you'll get to experience one. You'll be lucky if you experience 1 or 2 or 3 perfect moments in your life. But those perfect moments are just results of hard work. And if you never put in the work, those moments are far and few between, if they ever come. So yeah, you're not like, oh, bro, I'm never going to be the best at this. No, but you're going to get yourself closer to experience, to having a perfect moment, to experience those things, right? Like I'm putting in a lot of time and effort into my kids in terms of like music practice, vocals, piano, volleyball, right? And hopefully one day we can experience something similar of a perfect moment where they're going to be so proud of their achievements, and I'm going to be so proud of all the investment and time investment that I put into it, where, you know, that these perfect moments are bound to happen. Same thing here. We're trying to better ourselves just to be able to experience those perfect moments down the road, not knowing what they might be or how we can affect the future. Does he still trade with Don? Oh, yeah, I spoke to Don. Told you guys yesterday? No, day before yesterday. No, yesterday we spoke. Yeah, I spoke to him yesterday. He said he might hop on an Asian session with us this week. That would be fun. Like, come through. Hey, clip that. Daniel in here? You guys cannot let me go on these soliloquies. I will go on forever like fucking Celine Dion. My speech will go on. I feel you, dog, but is perfection found in the moment itself or in our perception of it? If we weren't trading, I'd go into a deep conversation with you, but you sound high, and I'm high, and like we both sound like two smart, dumb ninjas. Did you guys see that? Yo, I gotta find it. Hold on. Did you guys see that video about the fish? Hold on. Yo, I better not get copyrighted for that. Nah, they had it in AI. Wait, bro. Somebody made an AI thing. Oh, this one. I got it. Hold on. Hold on. And this one?
I think fish can see water.
That was a good one. Bro.
Because, hold on.
Good
Because,
question.
you know, fish breathe water. Now we breathe air, they breathe water. Like, you know how, like, underwater we can't breathe? Fish can't breathe.
So it's
out of water.
opposite.
So that's a very solid question.
Wow, hello.
Do they see? Because we can't see,
See
air.
air. But can a fish see air?
Oh, shit! Hold on, B-Lou, hold on.
Hold on, Zeke, because think about it. We can see that shit.
Because we
We
can't,
breathe it. But can a fish come out of water and see
and see
air?
the air. Because they can't breathe air.
And the fish see air because they breathe water. Because we can see water since we breathe air. That's what you remind me when you asked me that question. I was like, bro, we cannot go into a discussion like this right now. Ah! In 13 minutes on this hourly. Job sucks. hour celery. Yeah, I don't know. This 15 looking like it might create this top wick come down, and right, it's at resistance here. The level here. 30 didn't really create much of a bottom wick. We hold, maybe there's room to go here to the overall support. So, yeah, I'm just under the impression we come down here right now in this candle until we actually close. Like I said, I prefer up, cleaner range, but if we come down here, we just gotta wait till below 43.25. We are gonna look for sells. See, tapped into that resistance that I just said. See a reaction. Will it reject? Strong enough. Are you strong enough? Hey, kiddo. What you looking for? Your imaginary friend? What you doing over there? Come run the stream with me. No? People want to know if you trade. Mm-mm. India 6 a.m. woke up for two things, you and trading. Dope. Awesome. It's kind of like the same thing here. And the definition of that. Priorities. High priorities. Yeah. I think on a couple of my reels, I said at some point you got to prioritize this. You want to get good at it. Seller buy. Are you high? Are you high? Just for asking questions here. 6 minutes for this 1 hour. See if we have any more information at our disposal. Other than we're in a shop. Also just rolled myself a jigger. Give me 1 second, I got a couple minutes. All right, we broke those highs there. Let's get rid of this. My limits. That's not to say that we can't get down there, but for now, my friends, we shall wait. Not act like we're not at a level here. And we are. I think we might be able to establish this as a support at 43.40. We just got to break above there. I think if we can break up above 43.40, we can get some kind of a wick entry on the next candle, a bottom wick entry to come up. There's room here to 47 that we can take advantage of, and overall up to 50 areas. I think I spoke about 50 earlier here based on the 4-hour, was it? Or the daily? Yeah, based on the daily right there. That's the daily closure. 43.52 area. 51, excuse me. Which would be right here, this resistance across. Yeah, I would prefer this push through right now. Specifically, yeah, the last final, this is great. Yeah, this is perfect. I need this higher though. Do not want the century off the 5. This would not be great. I like the push through, but I would like the bottom wick entry here. Doing that on the 1 minute. This bottom wick, watch this flip. Flip. On. Come on, tell me I know what the fuck I'm talking about. 20 seconds. Oh, 10 seconds. You gonna flip or what? In the last 10 seconds is gonna do it. 3. Oh, no, bitch. That's fucked. That sucks. It's gonna push up here. Good level. It's a 5. It's doing this on a 5, and it's no good for us. We need this on a higher time frame. Not that closure. You understand what should happen here, but the problem is the higher time frame doesn't give you that ideal close up where we're almost right at it. Barely above. The bottom wick you want to take off the support that brings you up to the top of the range here, which was right here at 43.40, but you close right below it. We closed above it. I would have, even if it's a small wick, I would have done the buy limit at 43.40 no matter what the wick is, expecting to get up to 43.47 here. Like, this move is kind of a given here, but your advantage is the bottom wick entry here, just to make sure you don't fake out. That's no advantage in this type of closure. There is if you're making that read off the 5, but then you have to settle for taking the 5 on other times, and that you're just adding a lot of risk to your equation. A lot of volume in this opening candle? Yeah, maybe if it opened up a little bit slower. Good. I mean, it's doing what we expected it, but it's just... not the way I'd want it. Iran taking the field. Y'all better win or you'll be on the next rocket home. I mean, on the next plane home. Who are they playing? New Zealand? SpaceX stock is flying. Of course it is. People were like, yo, you're gonna get, if you buy their stock, you're gonna be fucking exit liquidity. Meanwhile, like, early investors, right? Early backers are locked in for a minimum of a year. And then you have your, you know, Elon Musk owns 45% of the stock and he's locked in for a year. Yeah, it's fucking flying. If people can't sell and can only buy, what the fuck you think is gonna happen? It can only go up. You can buy, you just can't sell it. What a nice move, man. Not the best, not the most hippage, but still a good move. Hourly leg candle too, right? The 1 hour. This has a chance to come back down. Awesome. We'll see. Maybe a nice bit bearish 15 closure to do what this did. Right, what we saw over here. I would not mind that. Do we get that? No, I think this is going to act as a support right here. Because if we get a nice bullish closure and the next candle opens up with a bottom wick, we're highly likely going to fill this wick up. But if we're able to get that closure that we had to the left, right? That I just spoke about. Do something like this, and now we have this wick. Oh, oops, sorry. And now we have this wick here. Do something like this. Yeah, top wick sells here. Top wick, entry. We're looking to write this down. We're gonna need the closure there though. 15, 30, we'll see. Whatever can give us a decent, strong closure. 9 minutes here. Hold on, I gotta run to the bathroom. I'll be right back. Wow, I was talking to you guys before I left and right now, and I was just talking about this no top wick on the 5. I said positions possibly on the next 5. The reason I came back earlier was if the 5 had a top wick, I would have liked to break at a low one on the 1 hour. But you see how it broke that low and came right back up? Look at the no top wick there on the 5. But if this would have closed down in range, which it still might, right? Then you look for that top wick on the next 5, break of the 1 hour low. If this thing comes down, it's going to be a heavy drop. And lock in here. If it comes down. I don't know if it will, but if it does, 4 hour will break the lows before it comes down. Still a big if. 5 minutes left on this candle. What did the 5 do? 5 closed back in range. That is interesting. This might come down, break that 1 hour low now, which means to 30, we're getting a 15 closure. Let's see. Yeah, we're gonna wait on this 15 close. We get very interesting. Indecisive 15. Yeah, I got nothing on this candle. See, we're gonna wait for this 15 to close. Maybe we can fake out, close back below. Things will get interesting if we push up. Will probably be the next 4-hour candle. Fab killed that spin that arena. I didn't hear it. I didn't hear it. 13 minutes here. In 13 minutes, the 30 closes. We're into the last 30 of the 4-hour. The 4-hour come up here. Previous 4 hours bearish. We have not had that resistance in a drive down, right? A pullback here on the 4-hour. We might. We did. We hit a push and a pullback here to the flip, but never. Just grab more orders. Yeah, if we're able to head bearish, maybe the next half hour completely brings the 4-hour down. That'll be interesting. But we got to see this 30 through, which means it's another 13 minutes. In this type of market, range 2 buys, yeah, I would prefer range 2 buys. Close above, need a resistance form. I was looking for some impulse buys off the bottom wick there, but that 15 didn't close the way I needed to. So none of that happened, but it was a nice push there. What do you give you? 90 pips more. This is going to be key. This candle is either going to make a bottom wick and push up, or it's going to close back in range, giving us a fake out. And if you get that fake out, you will look for some sells on the following 30. Decisions. down, might come down. 10 minutes here. Yep. How do you turn? Okay. That's mom, tell it. Okay. All right, gang, give me 1 second. I gotta resolve. I'm kidding. A lot of volume, but I want a closure, gang. The rebreak of the 1 hour low. Seven minutes. At the 1 minute top wick. Yeah, if the 30 can give us a closure here at resistance. Good. I'd be happier with a stronger closure, right? For example, this 15 breaks the previous 15 low, gives us a bottom wick, doesn't drive, doesn't change our entry. Our entry's still up here, 39, 40 areas. But at least we get a stronger, more confirmed push back into the 30 range, below 43, 37. Right, if that 3 break happens, we're below this level. 6 minutes here. Try again. Might actually do that if this candle decides to now after this come down here. I might enter on the break of the lows there and keep stops on the break of the high of the current candle because we'll be 5 minutes away, right? Let's see. If, big if. Oof, back up, nasty, nasty. Playing with your emotion. Don't like this price action. For now. This is too clean of a range here for the price to get stuck in here, right? If we break that low, it'll probably push. But I want 4 more minutes. Give me 4 minutes in a top wick. I said no. 4:20 on the clock. Huh? Yeah, it's 5 minutes. 5 minutes just passed. Go. Yeah. No, no more tonight. You had a lot. That's the last one. You ate the whole pack. Go, go. No more tonight. I'll give one before bed. One later. No, no more. Last one today. That's it. Period. No more. No mas. So hard to say no to them. She knows it too. I'd be like, go to mom. She'd be like, Mom is sleeping. Give her the candy. And go to mom. Mom's over there watching TV. Got me again. Wow. What are we doing? What are we doing here?
We ain't doing much. Unfortunately.
It's just fucking. You ever play Madden and just be fucking deking people left and right? Shit's fucking stiff arming both ways. Juking, standing in one spot. That thing's gonna drop on my mama. No, we were just waiting for this closure. You got a 30 closure here. That's gonna give us a little more info. We're gonna see how this closes. Don't have to give us a strong closure. It gives us a weak closure. We don't got shit. It's got to come down here. I have to open up with a top wick. 39.8. Fucker's gonna close bullish. Look at it. Yeah. This should make a bottom wick and come up, honestly, with the way that 15 respected this most recent resistance and closed above it, right? It could act as a support now. This chop sucks. Everything about this chop sucked. The push out of it wasn't great with no bottom wick, and then you barely closed above and you're stuck right at this little nasty area. You want to call this a support, you want to call this a resistance, but you're stuck in between them. Looks like ass and feet combined. This shit does us no good. No clear sense of direction in that closure. Right, and you don't need to find direction from that 15-minute candle or the 30-minute closure, but you need it to fall in line with what the higher time frames are doing and what you're trying to do. And that gave us no extra information. It just did not help our cause. Yeah. 30 FU. Heavy push. Think about 4 hour can't stay in this chop. Look at this nastiness that would enter and get stuck in here. No, I cleared it out. If it breaks the low, it's gonna run. Problem is we closed above this resistance, holding support, so we could break the low and become liquidity for that push up. So because there's no closure there, I'm just gonna avoid this shit like the plague and wait for some closure. Right, this would be a good closure. Look at the hourly. This would be a great closure. We could look for top wick sells up here. Problem is the candle's not gonna close like this. We got 27 minutes, and if you think in 27 minutes it'll be exactly where it is, then you got another thing coming because you're bouncing off a decision-making area. And so you're gonna see some volume, either bang bang or bang bang. You don't want any kind of pullback on a rework. You want a straight drive. You don't want none of this nonsense. Even though it should still go. Flippity pippity 4 hour. Nasty push down. A lot of time left here. You want everything telling you the same story. Like you want a disclosure of closing back in range, right? Then you have a fake out. You want, if not, you want a strong 15 engulfing the previous 15, which you don't, right? That way you get your 30 fake out. That all falls in line. None of that has happened here. And the only thing you have is the re-break of the 1 hour low. And you don't even have a closure on the 1 hour. The only closure you have is the 15, 30. So the only bearish resembling closure, and even that's above the most recent. Right? So I get that you might experience something that I don't even think that exists anymore, but back in the day there used to be a thing called FOMO. For the new generation, I don't even think it exists anymore. You guys just fucking full send. But back in the day, yeah, I get it. Maybe there was a thing called FOMO, but like they've healed everybody off. Everybody got the jab, right? Everybody, no more FOMO. No more FOMO. That's over. That left with the China virus. Oof. 5 closure. B losure. Where was it? Continue to drive. Continue to drive. I mean, you guys could, you know, take a chance. Love it down tonight. The 1 hour would look really well like this. We will have top wick sells if this is the closure. But look at this, 3 minutes passed by, we've dropped already another 30 pip. Tap 43.20. Yeah, I think that's where it's headed. I would love to be a part of it, but it's gonna have to wait. Gonna have to wait for me. This didn't close back in range. We have no closure back in range. All the last closures are all above the range. Coming down. Yeah, the 4 hour closes bullish here like this after that reaction. Gonna need to come down for a bottom wick. Whether first to bounce up or after a top wick. If it needs to come down for a bottom wick, then we get those sells. We can only get those sells if the 1 hour sticks around and does not drive up or down. Kind of ranges around where it's at. But whatever's happening right now is exactly right. I don't take that rebreak of the lows. Look at that. I gave you 16 pips and boom, right back up. Don't take that rebreak of the lows because there's no closure. So at any moment, the thing can right back up until you get that closure. Price must stick around in a range for a certain amount of time. Close it to give you the data, right? To give you the information that says, oh, for this amount of time, it was able to stick around in here. That's quite a bit. It's probably holding that resistance, you know, and then you start looking at other time frames, putting a narrative together, putting 2 and 2 and 2 and 2 and 2 together. Iran scored? How? How did Iran score in New Zealand? They're all freaking rugby players. Iran's probably like, look, Habibi, if you don't let me score, I I close the Strait of Hormuz again. No peace deal. Habibi, you let me score. Backity up, backity up. What support did it tap over there? Tap any support? This is some of the gayest price action ever. Gay. Hey. $20 minutes here for the 4 hour to close. Ooh, we got a nice bottom wick on the 4 hour and boom, 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 boom. friend. Sakaran. Nice rainbow flag. My kids want the rainbow back. They love rainbows. Yeah, but the LGBT HDTV people have taken over the rainbow. Hey kiddo, walk normally, please. What's up? Hi. Hi. It's already 9:40. Yeah, imagine that. It was 9:10 just 30 minutes ago. 20 minutes ago. Okay. Will the 1 hour stick around to find out? Did it re-break the low there again? No. 5 be supporting. Man, if we could get a weak bullish 15, right? Then you get a celery play on the 15, right? You get an onion on the on the 30 and the 1 hour. Wow, it's not gonna happen. It's just gonna run. I was saying if we get a weak bullish 15 to do something like this, right? That closes the 30 with a bottom wick. That closes the 1 hour looking, right? That will close the 1 hour looking like this. We get that bullish 15 there, and then right, top wick, break of the highs. You get a celery play here, but we'll get way ahead of it before the break of the lows there off that top wick. That would be interesting on the next. Oh god, this spits. Don't gotta go. Don't gotta go. Son gotta go. I'm gonna buy 43.35, my friend. Well, it's back to 43.35, so you probably want to close it out, or you want to leave it. I don't know what you want to do. Last time I told somebody to not do it, they missed on 100 pips. So you probably should do it.
That is true.
They missed out on 100 pipper. Yeah, shout out to Patrick. He's been in pain. Prayers to him. I hope he's doing better. Recovering. In short, we're waiting for a closing below range. We're waiting for a respect of this resistance so we can get in a top wick. So oh, that would hold the 4 hour here too. That's interesting. Dump it. No, don't dump it yet. Just last 15. Like I said, I want that weak bullish 15. Right? Something like this on the next scan. That would respect this area as well, right? So we close below there, top wick. This is the 1 hour. But it's got to wait. We got to wait. It can't go now. If it goes now, that 4 hour opportunity disappears. next 1 hour. There we go. Yeah, for it to hold here, you're probably going to see this pull back up and see the 30 flip bullish. But that doesn't mean it's going to run bullish. Right? You might see this 30 right now. Head back up, flip bullish to make that 15 top wick and head back down and close here. 43.36 area. Once we have that, we'll have our next 1 hour position. Like I said, if it starts heading down here, it's just going to be a little bit more difficult. Then we're looking for closures below here. You might find a bit of a range. We're sort of going to need a range to break out below 43.25 for sells too, because you'll be overextended. I'm not convinced of the sells until there's a closure. Either it goes or not. It doesn't matter if it goes or not. What matters is, are you placing a trade based on what you need, or just based on whatever's happening in the markets right now? Like, are you going to trade no matter what's happening here, or you're just going to have a trade? Or are you going to place a position? There's the 30 flip that I was just talking about. Are you going to place a position according to your plan, and that's it? Because as far as what I'm saying is, I don't care if it goes or not. All I'm saying is, if it goes on my terms, I will be a part of it. If it doesn't, I won't be. But there's that 30 flip we were talking about, which is the 15 top wick being created. Now we need this to pull back and close weak bullish. Right? Because if it just continues up here, then that idea is gone and we're looking for something else on the next 4 hour. So 30 flip, 30 flip. So see this 30 flip bullish and come back down. That's your plan. You do, but that's what I'm saying. I'm not saying your plan is wrong. I'm saying as long as you're doing it according to plan, that's the only thing that matters. It doesn't matter what the market does. What matters is that you're executing according to plan. You know, we pull back now for this week 15. I think it flipped for a split second right there. No, got right to that flip. A lot of time here. It can push, but we don't want this on this candle. The next candle, 1 hour top wick. $10 minutes for a 4 hour closure. Damn. So much time left here. Why can't it close right now? It's perfect. Yeah, we do want a closure. A bit lower. Yeah, they say don't fiddle in the middle, but hey, I'm at peace with ranges. Hey. Hey. They also say don't sweat the petty stuff. But I say don't pet the sweaty stuff. The Hammer visited, all rights reserved. Okay, bro. Okay, bro. Fuck, don't push now. Don't you do it. Don't you do it. Gonna do it in the last 7 minutes of the 4-hour candle. You gonna do it now? Now? Gonna have to wait. You been petting the sweaty stuff all this time? Hey, man. It's okay to prick your finger, just don't finger your prick. You know what I'm saying? Valuable life lessons given out here. Good night. Six minutes. And we're breaking the lows. 6 minutes, only 6 to go. Yep. Yep. Break of the lowage. This range sucks. This is trash. Trash. Rango L. Trasho. Has the 4-hour flipped yet? Almost. I'll probably be down here by the time it flips. Waiting till the chart is better? Yeah. Sometimes it's better just step away for a minute. This just does not look amazing. 4:20 on the clock. Hold on a second, gang. Let's do this for good luck. What's up? Close that door, please. Love you too. $30 seconds here. Lock in, gang. I'm going to have a sell limit here. If we open up with a top wick. If we come down here first, then no selling. get rid of the sell limit. Sucks. Who's daily? The daily flip if it gets there. Daily about to flip right there. And you'd expect maybe a 4-hour top wick, right? With this 4-hour closing bullish holding support. Man, we can just not make one and head down. There's a reason that hourly closed so heavy. We just broke that hourly low. Really, that's why you want that top wick entry, because you're going to get this push down. Remember I said the 4 hour is going to need a bottom wick here. Making that off the rip. Now, the top wick, I'm not too as sure about as the bottom wick. Yeah, the 15's a leg handle, but this, man, that was a crazy grab of orders right there with that top wick. That 15 did what we wanted off the beginning of this hourly. We just couldn't take it. That was the 30 flip before the 4 hour continues up bullish. You got to be careful here. You might see a heavy drop, like below the range. Bunch of scammers. This fucking thing looks dangerous right now. This 4 hour. Yeah, I think we're coming down to 4,300 here, 4,303. Instead of 4,314. Look at that nasty wick there. Yeah, sometimes you want some help from the lower time frame candles in order to get in on the wick entries, but you can't just take the 4 hour. Disregard every smaller time frame here. So what time you're here? I'm gonna be here to see if we actually can print something, probably for the next. I would stay as long as we need to for the trade, but yeah, I'll go late. But it's setting up, and right now it doesn't look like it. So I'm gonna be here probably through the 15-minute close. If it's not setting up like anything, I'll probably call it. Maybe the 30. But yeah, we get paid to wave. If we don't see nothing here, I'll take it into the signal channel, and just like every day, probably catch 100 pips in there. Saying it is what it is, but yeah, we'll take this into the signal channel, and I'll be active in there. So if you want to be a part of that, get the bundle, become part of the private community, get access to everything we have to offer. Private streams, right? The private channels, the chats, the private Zooms, giveaways, signal channel, all that fun stuff. Will you come from New York? I hope so. I don't want to. Yeah. You know what? I'm thinking New York, 9 a.m. Yo, what the fuck? Why are we frozen? Why am I frozen, my friend? I was gonna check Forex Factory. I don't know. Is there news tomorrow? I want to trade NYC Open because today NYC Open didn't do anything. Give a shit. There's no trades. I'll be honest with you, I probably would have entered right there on that bottom wick. Actually, no, I wouldn't have because that candle closed with no top wick. probably not have had entries here today. Yeah, you had that no top wick closure. Yeah, I don't get in on that. Come to New York, many people wait for you. Yeah, I want to. It's been really, I want to. I think we'll start doing it a lot heavier. As long as we can get an early position here in the signal sign. In the bundle. Within the bundle. Get rid of that. It's the 4-hour level. Well, this kind of made it very simple for us now, right? It's clearly buys above 43.40 and sells below 43.25. I'm talking about this clearly made the range for us for what resistance is. The idea now is that we have a bottom wick on this 4-hour. If we can continue up here, I would look for an impulsive move as we're pushing, right? If this wants to continue up, start doing something like this as you're breaking up over there. The first initial closure out of there, 15, 30. If the as long as the candle opens with a bottom wick first, look for this entry to finish out the range, and maybe even further, right? But I would look for this as a support, maybe for this, depending how far up we break, to get the bottom wick entry in order to fill out the range up. If we start pushing up here, it'll be a heavy push. Also, this will let you play the fake out as well, because your entry here is only to this wick. The flip, I would probably look for here. That's around 50 pips already. That's 43.45. Yeah, that's where your entry is. As soon as you're there on the flip, you're break even. There's no risk, because once this flips and gets a top wick, it could very well come right back down on you, and that's the fake out. That's why that's your best possible entry to avoid the fake out. You don't want to break at highs here. You're bumping into a resistance. You want to, that's your target for securing partials. But you do want this entry, because if it decides to do this, it'll need that top wick. It'll create the top wick. You'll either secure or you'll be break even already, and then it can't pull back on you there. Also, if it wants to pull back on you without a top wick, next candle will probably grab orders to drive down and do this for you. You'll get out. But that's your entry, bottom wick entry, impulsively as you're pushing up. No, thank you. I appreciate it. Love you. Thank you so much. I just ate. I want you to eat that. So yeah, that's what you would look for. And if you fake out, obviously you know what to do. But will it print like this, all these candles in a row? Not likely, because you're pumping into or coming into the lower market right now. Less volume, lower volume time here. But if it starts setting up like this for pre-London, you know what to do. But for the next hour and a half, I like anything before like maybe 11:30, I'd be inclined to trade. If it can do that. If you see this heavy push with momentum, you should fill this wick if you get a bottom wick entry over there. So that's the plan there. Capiche?
Remember it. Write it down. Take a picture. I don't give a fuck.
In your bundle, you give signals, like you give them alerts that the trade might be coming to go on charts, trade into position because the position might be quick. No, they're usually limit orders. Lately, there's been a lot of market orders, but I try to get ahead of it and tell people, hey, lock in, or we'll be discussing something in the trading channel. But yeah, they're usually, you got to be aware of when I'm trading and looking for, because most people are. They kind of fall in line, fall in tune with what we're doing in the signal channels. They're there for a while. FU has the bundle, so I would check it. Perhaps I won't one day. Have you seen the people that say next month? Did you see me walking around with an umbrella hat and a big lollipop while everyone's saying maybe next month? Yeah, good session. Just need some more closures. It's been tough. There's been opportunity, possibility of positions we haven't really opened the way we needed to when we did close the way we needed to. I don't know about signals. Daddy Trump forbids me from trading them once I tried. Any more questions? Want to see your face 8 a.m.? Okay, I'll do my best. Good night to you. Mine's looking good. Glad to hear that. Have a good evening to you. Yeah, we'll try to do that. Let's see. Can close there, right? Close respecting. All right. Yeah, I'm going to take this into the signal channel. We'll take this into the private community, into the bundle. And we'll look for positions in there. If I see something, I'll obviously call it. Heading to the gym. Have a great workout, brother. Zoom gang, everybody else, thank you guys for coming through. See you guys in the clubhouse. Mods, as always, thank you so much for helping me run the stream. And chat, love and wisdom to you all. I hope to see you tomorrow morning. All right, let's shoot for that. Eddie, what's up, man? I appreciate you showing up. Yep. I'm trading Trump Daddy YOLO account from Trump. What? Yeah, you stumped me with that one. Stumped me with that one. Yeah, thanks for the dubs. Gang, it's been a great stream. Yeah, as for me, my time here is up. See you guys tomorrow. And just like that, another, I was going to say New York session. Another Asian session in books. Have a good night, everybody. Don't force it. Let it come to you. Let it set up and be clear and obvious that it's your position. Outside of that, hey, it's not worth it. Save your army. Show up with a bigger army tomorrow. Later.